What is happening, y'all? Welcome on back. Let's hit return and see where we return to. Oh, let me turn up a ladder. Ah, it brings us back to the cabin. That makes sense.
I was surprised by the change of scenery, but not much. I was starting to understand the symbolism, the way the dark place flowed.
Wow, it's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
It couldn't just be a straight bridge, could it?
Hey, Al. Feeling kind of depressed here.
What?
So Zane's your new buddy now. I feel abandoned.
This is ridiculous. You're not even real.
That doesn't mean I don't have any feelings. Thing is, you need to get all rational here. Abandon your fantasies, right? Well, I kinda hate to say this, pal, but I'm one.
Fine. You're abandoned. Bye.
Al, what I'm saying is the only way you're getting in that cabin is through me. It's one of those kill your darlings things. But hell, you're used to that, big shot writer. Am I right?
It was in everything. It was even taking the people Wake knew, turning his friends against him. They were
What does it
all
say about
against him.
when you're this desperate to keep yourself from getting bitter?
Darkberry.
I'm earning the
15% commission.
Back, Barry. Back to New Jersey with you. You are not welcome here.
It's great that you first make yourself an imaginary friend, and then you can't even get along with that guy. People skills, Al! You're a master! Let's crack that writer's block of yours, Alan! You're a modern master of crime fiction, an expert on dark alleyways, and a master of subterfuge. This is bullshit street, bud. You'll make a great fucking it's great. Most of this is control of a front. It's very enriching. I have several lawyers on speed directors because I never know what to do. You know what kind of people need that? Gangsters and assholes. And you're not again. They make money all the time. Hey,
Oh, fuck's
when
going
you
on
threw
with
a
the
hissy fit, wouldn't take it. Because of that, you time's over. BFF!
Yes, I'm one more.
You have to pay your best friend to hang out with you because... Serve the ass. patience here.
Oh, fuck, I'm out of flares.
Ow, I swear to God, you're driving me nuts.
I like how it sent Hartman at me at first. Like that's a friend. I doubt we'll even need the ammo now, but maybe.
Why is this happening to me? It's too dark. Where am I? I can't find my way. Why is this happening to me? I can't find my way. It's too dark. Why is this happening to me? Just like that, my mind was clear. Zane had been right. I could think clearly again. But I couldn't survive in this place the way he had, and I might not make it back a second time. Leaving this place would be hard. Maybe impossible. It wouldn't take much for my thoughts to stray again. It was too easy to get lost in the dark place. Before, I was ready to curl up and die. Let myself slip away. But here I was. The yet unwritten future waiting to unfold before me. A sequel to Departure. My name is Alan Wake, and I'm a writer.
And that is a wrap. Oh, shit. There we go. I don't know if I muted it fast enough. Hopefully. If I didn't, I'll just cut out that part of the video. But yeah, that's gonna wrap. So let me actually alt tab out. I don't think the credits will roll while I'm alt tabbed. I want to read more about American Nightmare. I know it's on Game Pass, so I could play it. Alright. Revolves around Alan Wake during a vacation, blah blah blah. Alan Wake's American Nightmare focuses on Mr. Scratch, a doppelganger of Alan created by the power of Cauldron Lake. During the events of the game, it is revealed that Mr. Scratch was created when false rumors spread of Alan following his disappearance. The power of the dark place turned this misinformation into reality in the form of Mr. Scratch, who represents a negative, purely evil version of Alan. Scratch serves an unknown entity from the dark place and seeks to use its power to plunge the earth into darkness. Alan defeats Mr. Scratch in order to protect humanity and his wife Alice. Like the Dark Presence, Mr. Scratch has the power to possess human beings and turn them into taken monstrosities which can only be killed by light. The game takes place in Night Springs, a fictional town brought to life by Alan's writings. Within the town, Alan encounters several denizens who aid him in his mission to stop Mr. Scratch, including auto mechanic Emma Sloan, some astronomer lady, art curator. Other characters who make cameos include Alan's best friend and agent, Barry Wheeler, and the Anderson brothers, who aided him during the events of the first game, whom Barry now manages their comeback tour. I don't think I'm going to play that. Let me scroll down here. I'll just read how that ends. Alan goes to a drive-by theater. When Alan returns to the theater, he's unable to complete the new reality and is sent back in time again by Mr. Scratch. He reaches actions for a third time, but this time he's able to save Emma and gain the complete message from Rachel. He sets the correct series of events in the projection room, which triggers the projector to show a film made by Alice. Mr. Scratch appears again, but discovers that Alan has successfully written the new reality, and he is burned out of existence by the film. On the screen, Alan appears to reunite with Alice after along a sunlit shoreline. However, the narrator challenged whether these actually occurred or was just a figment of Alan's imagination. In the post-credit scene, Barry wakes up suddenly, believing he has heard Alan's voice. So maybe Alan is still in the dark place even after this and the American Nightmare thing, and that explains where Alan Wake 2 is supposed to go. I know there's the AWE in Control. Let me read about that. AWE. It's a crossover. You just see a new part of the oldest house, the investigation sector, where the Bureau closely examines these. Jesse learns the Bright Falls AWE, encompassing the events of Alan Wake, including Cauldron Lake, a naturally occurring threshold in the town of Bright Falls, which enables artists to reality. Dr. Hartman, a psychologist attempting to study and control the lake's power. After attempting and failing to do so with Wake, Hartman was confronted by agents of the FBC who took all of his research. Hartman resorts to diving into Cauldron Lake himself in a final attempt to study the forces within, immediately taken over by the Dark Presence, known to the FBC as the Shadow, a monstrous entity and antagonist of Alan Wake, after which he was contained by the FBC at the oldest house. However, Hartman breached containment, forcing the FBC to abandon most of the sector. During the Hiss invasion, the Hiss entered the sector and took over Hartman and the weakened Dark Presence. The Hiss was like, that was like the main bad thing in Control, right? Yeah, hostile paranormal force. The Hiss took over Hartman and the weakened Dark Presence. The Hiss and the Presence amplify one another, twisting Hartman into a monstrous entity. Side of the sector, Jessie is contacted by Frederick Langston, who tells her to eliminate Hartman so the sector can be retaken. All the while, she visits Ocean Hotel, where she experiences vision of Alan through a doorway marked with a spiral. Eventually, Jessie is able to reach the Bright Falls AWE area of the sector and kill Hartman, ending the threat. Langston then informs her that the FBC has received a possible AWE report from Bright Falls, but notes that the date the report is several years in the future. And I'm guessing that report several years in the future is what's alluding to Alan Wake 2. So, lots going on. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I played this because the sequel looked cool, at least from the trailer we saw. But I mean, I'm not going through American Nightmare and AWE, and there's just, you know, we're about to be super busy. We got Dying Light, we got Horizon, we got Elden Ring. Your boy is going to be busy. So either way, we're going to wrap this one up. If I am unable to start Dying Light tomorrow, I might just take a day or two. You know, and I don't know. I mean, I know I can start it soon. Looking at, yeah, actually, I'm gonna get a count off on my episodes here. Yeah, I should be able to start it within, I mean, launches in less than a week. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll either do extra streams or just have something up. But either way, wrapping this one up, and I'll catch y'all later.